a new game and then go from there. Because I have a thing I want to try.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay, Jonathan Sims. What if I just turn around and leave?
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Actually, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. I relish the coming of a new dawn beyond our own. Go to walk in the opposite direction now.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
Can we take her on a date instead? No slaying?
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it.
I've actually also, I saw a really interesting theory about the voices. So, our perception of the princess changes her, right? So if we think she's really strong, right? And there was a theory on Tumblr that someone said, like, that her perception of us is what gives us different voices. So the reason why we have Voice of the Hero is because initially, her first impression of us is that we're going to save her. Because she's the princess, so we must be the hero. So, like...
Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, okay. Okay, Jonathan Sims.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
So we've done this ending before, but I'm seeing if I can...
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time,
do something a little bit
you?
different.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies.
Do they, though?
Dies. Forever.
Yeah, okay. I don't care, I'm not killing a princess. It's like, you're not emotionally blackmailing.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Yeah, okay, narrator. There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go to the cabin. Don't I? Fine. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Alright, I saw you smooch the thorn. It was so romantic. I only did that because chat wanted me to so effing badly. I didn't even realize that was going to be an option in this game.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
That's crazy, bro.
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
That's crazy, bro.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be. Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
To be fair.
You've doomed us all, you know that, right?
Yeah.
But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death. You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness, but it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
That's crazy, bro. Alright, the stranger. So I've already done this ending, but I think I know how I can make it different. So the thing I wanted to do is basically... Oh, okay. I can't leave. Okay, so I was noticing when I was editing my previous playthrough that there's an option to leave again, right? But I don't think I can. Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
That's crazy.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
I love Contrarian so much.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day.
A lot.
If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off.
Like maybe throwing a knife out a window?
The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet, and you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
How would I do that? Yup, okay, heading to the cabin now. We're definitely gonna slay that princess.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously.
You can?
I'm begging you.
Have I ever lied to him before? I don't think I have.
A warning before you go any further.
I don't think I've ever lied to him before.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Huh.
If we're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
Maybe.
Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it.
I mean, he is, but he's kind of right, though.
Let's keep an open mind. The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense. The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs
So
all the wrong
awkward and
lengths,
weird.
its material devoid of feature. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
That's crazy, bro.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust, or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway?
You know, Contrarian, you're so base and right.
Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with. I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess.
Which means
How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, but when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
That's really weird, though, right? Like, it's weird that there's a voice in my head.
And if you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Like...
Oh ho ho ho! You've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves?
What does happen if we lose ourselves?
Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together.
That's crazy, bro, because you've just given me an idea.
Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm.
What if I don't?
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind.
He really said skill issue, L. Get good.
Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird.
Yeah, dang,
What
man.
you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard.
Okay.
Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
The narrator sounds a lot like Contrarian during this line, which is quite funny to me. I've already done, like, the mirror bit on this one, so I'm gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Okay, fine, you took the knife, but you really shouldn't hold it like that. Then how are we supposed to hold it? The other way, thumb at the bottom. Will look much cooler and more serious if we hold it.
He is
with our
correct.
thumb
It does
at the
look
bottom.
cooler if you hold it the other way.
It really doesn't matter how you hold the blade, as long as you have it. Just make a choice. You switch your grip on the blade.
Stop.
Congratulations.
Stop.
Yes! Isn't this so much better?
Yes. It is.
Okay, fine. You're right. This does look a lot better.
Yeah, but too bad we're throwing it out the window.
It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it and deal with the princess already.
Throw the blade out the window.
Yes!
Yeah! Do it!
Seriously.
Yeah.
You throw the blade at the window, glass showering the cabin as your weapon flies out into the night. I suppose you'll just have to deal with the princess without
Yes.
it. We'll be fine, don't worry about it. What's the worst that could happen? The world ends. Been there, done that.
Done that.
I'm not so sure. This place is already messing with my head. It would be much better if we had a weapon.
Nah, man, we're gonna be fine.
What's done is done. Good luck, hero.
I'll try my best.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials. Nothing
Okay.
here seems to belong, and the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get, your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Excellent.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favour.
Okay.
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you.
The hero's so base for that. No. I'm good.
Oh, don't be such a baby.
No, but it's weird,
I
right?
don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die.
Yeah, probably.
We don't even have a weapon.
Yep.
But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure.
Uh-huh.
And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
I mean, fair enough. Okay, last time I did this route, I did the harsh stairs to the left. I don't think it matters. But, you know, let's see what the soft stairs do.
You step to the right. The path feels soft and reassuring against your feet. The stairs almost seem to cradle you as you make your way down, like they're guiding your heels from one step directly to the next. You barely have to extend any effort to descend, the stairway doing most of the work for you. You don't feel like there's any concern that you might slip or tumble or lose your way.
It's lovely.
But the further you go, the deeper you sink in. First, it's like a lovely plush carpet, your toes digging down and barely hitting any resistance at all. But soon enough, you're fighting just to keep your knees from sinking out of sight.
Yikes. Gotta go in like 5 minutes. All good.
The softness threatens to swallow you whole, to wrest control of your body and surround you in a false ethereal bliss, pretending to save you from the cruelties of choice and consequence.
Oh, good.
It's slow going, but you manage to fight against the overwhelming urge to fall back into comfort and nothingness, the very struggle to continue forward consuming your every thought.
Oh.
You
Okay, so
slowly
it still
lose
does
sense of
this.
yourself the further you go.
Interesting.
Time disappears. and you can feel yourself begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Are you okay?
Oh, interesting. So the last time I went down the rough path, and when she started talking, she was just like, "Are you just gonna stand there?" Huh. I don't know if this is gonna change the ending necessarily, because she's just gonna just start fracturing, I think.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs.
That's crazy.
Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass. We remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems... normal.
Yeah, pretty much. Sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Getting down here was weird, like I was pulled apart and put back together again. For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason. You're apparently a threat to the world. I was sent here to slay you. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here.
That's okay. Sometimes I forget where I am too.
Huh, interesting.
The shadows recede, revealing the princess's face.
Huh, okay.
She's so warm and friendly.
This is
It's
really
deception. Don't buy into it.
different. Okay.
How strange. So, why are you here?
I feel like this is gonna be a little bit different.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures, and where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that?
Huh.
I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time?
We didn't meet her last time. That's crazy.
Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here, and you need to do it now.
Hello, Bunny.
Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Let's go, Contrarian. You're so base for that. There's more of you now. What's your name? Getting weird down here. For all I know, you're locked up here for a reason. You're apparently a threat. I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave the basement. Regrettably think about the time you threw the blade out the window. Oh, ooh. If you click this, it chooses all of them. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna try to make more of her. What's your name?
You can call me Princess, if you'd like. Princess.
Excellent, guys. There's more of you now.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can do chained up like this, but I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best. And what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to get under my skin?
Oh boy.
She fractures again. I don't like where this is going.
Oh boy.
Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
I literally can't.
How would we even do that? Where would we start? Could always start by retrieving the blade.
How the F would I do that?
The one he made us throw out the window. I wasn't the one who threw it.
To be fair, it was me who threw it.
Oh, come on, you told us to. Don't try to pass the blame now that it's come back to bite us.
Oh boy, buddy.
Well, if I'd known we'd be dealing with this, maybe I wouldn't have been so hasty with my suggestions.
It was kind of funny, though.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her back.
I am, like, upset it didn't give me an achievement this time, but whatever.
Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say just multiplies her.
Mm-hmm.
It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions and stop stalling. You're obviously just making things worse.
I'm doing it on purpose. Getting down here is weird, like I was being pulled apart. You're apparently the door I was sent here to slay you.
But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. You don't think I'm some sort of monster, do you?
Nope.
Because I am. Everything you've heard about me is true, and I'm going to lay waste to everything, starting with you.
Oh, cool.
Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her,
Oh,
can
dear.
we? What's the point of asking questions if all we're going to get is a million answers? Can't even follow what's going on anymore.
Skill issue.
There's nothing in the fridge.
Goo goo gooby.
We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me itch.
It's getting weird down here. What if I let you out of here? What are you gonna do?
Are you looking for the truth? Or are you looking for the right answer? I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. I'm a prisoner here, and whether or not you shoved me down here, you're practically my captor at this point. Anything I'd say is tainted by that. Besides,
You already know what I'm going to do.
Not a single real answer.
Real.
At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruction, it's infuriating, isn't it? Whose buttons are there for us to press? Whose skin is there for us to get under? Not exactly how I'd put it, but I don't disagree. There must be something we can do.
There's way to fracture her at least
Asking
one more time.
questions just seems to make things worse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened to you, but you look like you're in one piece now. But I understand. Sometimes I feel like I'm being pulled apart too. It's so terrifying down here. But at least now you're not alone. And I'm not alone either. We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in. I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know what happened to you? You're not really cut out for this, are you? Why are you even here? Oh, I thought they would send something better to deal with me. If the stairs managed to chew you up,
I will devour you.
Okay, and then I have to click all three of these, which is interesting. I'm getting you out of here. Try and free her. I don't know what you are, but I can't trust anything you leave her in the basement. Regrettably think about the time you threw the blade out the window. Okay, Bunny.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride.
Okay.
You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions.
Ooh.
You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess.
Okay, so it's kind of like
But
the
this-
exact same thing.
We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all
Oh, goodbye, narrator.
falls apart.
Huh.
I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
what happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead,
and
and the others
they just don't fit.
They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
We should help her. I think we did this.
Huh. Yeah, okay, so I don't think there's like a way to really get a different ending on this one.
You're surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
You know what? That would kind of make sense in the context of The Stranger, actually, because, like, the whole point of this ending is that our choices don't matter. So that actually kind of makes sense as to why there wouldn't be a second ending.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's gonna be okay, I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed. You just destroy anything, I'm not gonna fix you, say nothing. But you don't know if she had the chance to hear your reply. She's gone, replaced with something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now? I'm begging you, don't do this.
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final.
Nights.
Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
The voices feel small, distant, as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. You are at the cabin.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
So I've actually, like, basically asked all of these questions before. So I'm just gonna, like, keep going, you know?
Nothing as we are, but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Which is,
Bring me
yeah.
more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
You won't.
You won't.
Everything goes dark, and you die. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're
think I
here to...
Okay, we're gonna approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. As the princess Wait, watch me.
What are you doing?
So this one, I'm gonna warn her, and then the next one, I'm going to get her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Okay, and now this one, I'm gonna slay the princess.
Thank you.
There's no getting through to you right now, is there? A betrayal of will is still a betrayal. You'll regret thinking of me as a helpless damsel.
Oh boy, alright, here we go.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear
It's the
through
same
her arm.
ending, okay. Interesting.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground
Okay, so
beneath you.
it's the witch ending again.
She
All right.
stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay. So there's a few different endings here that we can get, which is like...
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay.
You're here to...
But I already slew the Princess. Sure, she killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Yeah, okay, man.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Yeah, okay,
You
opportunist.
know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Okay.
Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Real. So you can turn and leave here. I think I know what ending I get when I do that, though, so we'll just proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Real. That's definitely what we're gonna do.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident,
cat's here.
just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yeah, let's take the blade this time.
You take the blade... Well, that's not actually...
Okay, there should be a little bit different now.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw, waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Okay. I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing.
I'm trying my best, bro.
I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
I'm trying my
She
best,
must have
bro.
you confused with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
Mm-hmm. Real.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
He's actively not.
Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
Why wouldn't she think that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other.
'Cause we do.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning.
Yeah, okay, narrator.
Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time
That's
fighting you on
crazy.
something that's clearly true.
There's so many other options, and you've just decided that this is the one. Alternate realities.
I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? Don't worry, the blade isn't for you, or not for killing. We've got to get you out of here somehow. Take the sense that you're not happy with me. Look, I know. Got messy last time. But clearly there's, take this as a gesture of goodwill. I don't trust you. I like to be straightforward with my intentions. I didn't care for how you treated me last time. No, I'm gonna see if we can, because last time we did give her the blade when we did this one, so I'm thinking we do a one where we, like, say, like, hey, we're not gonna kill you.
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest.
Why does every voice simp for her? What the F, bro? Every single one.
This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. I get the sense that you're not happy with me. Look, I know things got messy last time. If you could have gotten out this whole time, what do you even need me for? The cabin isn't locked.
The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am. That binding I shed is just a symbol of the crueler magic at work in this place.
Cool.
If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
Okay, let's leave. Leave with the princess. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's a broken trust. I don't trust you. Not enough to free you. Definitely not enough to get close to you. I like to be straightforward with my intentions. I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
I was trying my best. I was being controlled. I'm sorry about last time.
Smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
What the F, bro? I'm trying my best.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Okay, let's leave.
Yes, let's.
She's gonna kill me.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
You've said that twice, but okay.
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's within arm's reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
She's gonna kill me.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
Real! She's gonna kill us.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. We're armed and she's not. What's she gonna do? Bite us when we're not looking?
True.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted. I don't know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
We're helping her out. You first. Clearly there's some broken trust. Step onto the stairs.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
She's gonna kill me.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like. You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous. You want us to turn around and kill her.
The hero's so base for that. Oh my god.
I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea. She can't sneak in and attack if we're facing her. No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
Yeah, okay, narrator. Celery.
But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and, in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach.
Make the voice a little deeper and you got Wheatley from Portal 2. Because he's British? I would love you to go to Jonathan Sims and be like, I need you to be more British. That's crazy, bro.
Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
Now, why would you say that, hero?
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you?
Thank you for the lore, Coopster.
What did you just say that?
Narrator, that's really sus. Why would you just say that? Narrator's just like, wow, you're pretty confident that you won here.
I think we know why.
We love this game.
You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing.
God dang
Princess
it.
clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight.
Well, rip us, I guess.
Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop.
My cat does this. I need quotes from what?
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
I got the achievement, it was in her nature.
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realise that you won't be getting up.
Okay.
Wait, why won't we be getting up?
The hero's just like, wait, hold on a second. Me one fall downstairs, real.
I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several.
Thanks, narrator.
You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that?
It was in her nature.
It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive.
Is it?
And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
Why is she like in the Family Guy pose?
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
I tried to help you! Okay. I can't get back up, you broke my back. What the hell was that for? I was trying to help you out here. We were never going to get up those stairs, were we? We could have gotten out of here if we just trusted each other.
Why would I ever trust you? Your hands have spilled my blood. And knowing that, you should never have trusted me either. You should have known I would never walk hand in hand with a loathsome thing like you.
I was trying my best.
By our very natures, only one of us could make it upstairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
Okay.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned where she'd turn her back on us and I'd say, "Now stab her in the back! Do it now!" And then you'd say something like, "Wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us."
That's so cool, opportunist.
And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back.
Yeah, okay.
Why didn't you tell us your plan before we agreed to go first? Because then you'd have had to lie to her. And you're a terrible liar.
Okay.
That's not... Okay, that's actually a good point. It would have been a good point if it had actually worked. But it didn't work, did it?
Why am I still alive?
Well, it's not my fault that nobody listened to me.
Why are we still alive?
The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
Ha 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 ha!
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Well,
Seems I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
wait, oh, we're not gonna die. We're just... Okay, cool. Bonk.
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. World could be saved after all.
Oh, it just means that we're gonna start again, bro.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Uh-oh, that sound is coming.
Is that really what's going to happen now?
Uh-oh.
Hello? Are you still there?
Uh-oh.
What happens
The
next?
narrator's gone. He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Well. There she goes. But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No, she's dead, man.
And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. You better watch your back. You can't get rid of me that easy.
You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before.
Yes, you are.
Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Okay. I think I've asked these questions before. I'm ready to go back.
At your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. An untrusting vessel. Okay, nice.
You're on a path in the woods.
Okay, guys. So, I think we're gonna do a tower ending. But one where we try to fight her.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Uh-huh.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small?
Because we're quite small.
We don't feel small. We are small.
Yeah, take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
It would. Looks like we're gonna do it.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
Wild.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
We're gonna try our best, narrator.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see
Why
her.
are the voices like this, where they're just like,
Should
Ah.
we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there.
that's crazy.
It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Okay, narrator.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
That's crazy that we're in a cabin.
The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
We're going to slay her this time.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You've brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
Tighten your grip.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp.
No!
It
Okay.
clatters uselessly to the floor.
Okay, well,
But
we tried
didn't
our best.
drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
Well,
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
he's literally also here.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Narrated like, you need to stop snipping for this woman.
Kneel.
I'd rather not.
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle,
Okay,
and your
okay.
knees hit the
Dang,
floor.
man, dang. Dang.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
Why is he just everywhere for me? I don't know, Milo.
The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death?
I don't know, man. Probably the same thing that draws you here.
Speak.
Oh, God.
The last time we met,
Oh my god, narrator, you are behind.
nobody should have met her before this. You should be the first. You're the only one I trust to deal with her.
Ooh,
And
interesting.
you shouldn't have trusted us. There was nothing we could do to stop her then. And there's nothing we can do to stop her now.
Oh, we're gonna try, though.
He's being melodramatic, but yeah, we've been here before, and she absolutely destroyed us. What are we even supposed to do to stop her? That's worrying. Whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
Okay. You're supposed to end the world. No, remain silent. Okay, so this is like... I feel like we just keep defying her.
Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Uh-oh.
Pick up that needle.
You mean the blade?
Do it. It's what she wants. No objections here. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade.
Everyone's in agreement that we should pick
As
up
your
this
eye
blade.
falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
Whoa! Why, what are you gonna do to try and make me do with it? I'm going to kill you. You're not kidding about that divine hand. Who's doing this? Is it you? No. I can only pick up the blade.
You reach forward and grasp the blade.
Huh. Interesting.
Stand.
Oh god.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad. Okay, yeah. We can do that. We were probably gonna stand anyway.
Uh-oh. I hate you so much, all of you. Stop making me do things. I'm going to kneel here forever.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly
Uh-oh.
rise to your feet,
Uh-oh.
like two foes forced into an unhappy truce. The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
Uh-oh.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
Mm-hmm.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
Uh-oh.
What? You
Yeah, that's
don't
kinda where I
have
thought this
to
was
listen
going.
to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
Alright, here we go, boys. Ooh, that's such a good little thing where it says, and this is your only choice, but it can literally mean yourself or, oh boy, here we go.
Oh, we'll end this all right.
Oh no.
Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
We're trying our best, bro. Oh, I can't resist. Interesting. I wonder, if there's, like, choices you can make that make it so that you can choose these options. Okay, slay the princess.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger forward. One step at a time, you move towards the princess.
Let's go.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you're in need of a harsher lesson.
Oh boy.
Plunge that knife into your lungs.
Yeah, that is actually actively worse.
I'm sorry.
Need to memorize a quote that, but I wait for a bit because I want to see this. Oh.
Don't! As you take
Oh.
another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural thing to do, while the simple act of walking has become an arduous impossibility.
Ugh.
Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice. Blood fills your lungs.
Now, do it again. Keep doing it until I give you permission to stop.
Those are just words. You don't have to listen to her.
I'm trying my best,
It's
bro.
what she wants.
I want to resist so bad.
You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just let this happen. Stop him from killing you.
Marks, I'm not letting that through, but oh boy.
I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor to join the growing pile of blood and gore beneath you. Despite the pain, you manage to keep yourself in one piece, at least for now.
Oh.
What a pitiful display. A wounded little bird thinking it can defy a god. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much. You can choose a gentle end. You can choose to leave that punctured vessel for the next.
Slay yourself, slay the princess. No, we're gonna continue trying to slay the princess.
Or you can pathetically struggle against yourself until the floor of this temple is painted with the bloody impressions of your futility.
Does anyone have a shovel? A shovel? I need to dig a hole to crawl into and die? Oh. Are you good, Delula?
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade expose bone and muscle to the open air of the basement.
Oh. Oh.
You know, this would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand.
This is probably, like, the worst amount of, like, secondhand pain I've had in this game.
My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so much easier if I didn't have to contend with free will.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She doesn't want to hurt us. She's just doing what she has to.
It would be fine if there were no sounds. It's the sounds. It kind of is the sounds.
Stop.
Oh.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor, the coppery taste coating your throat. The princess
Good
kneels
God.
down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the release of death.
Nervous.
There's a place at my side for you, if you'll have it. Not as an equal, but as something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
Well, that's demeaning, isn't it?
A little.
Yes, how thoughtful of her.
McDonald's ad, no.
It's a mercy. Take it.
No.
I think he's given up whatever say he had at the start of all this.
Real.
At least one of you is sane. She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her. Seize the moment before it's too late.
Alright, let's go. I'm yours, pledge yourself to her, slay the princess. I would love to see what this resist thing is. Because I clearly can't choose it as an option, but it feels like it should be something that I could choose. Slay the princess.
No! Yes. Though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of
Oh my
the
God.
princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through, darting to her side before she can react.
Oh my god, let's go.
The wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance.
Oh my god, Attack on Titan moment?
She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees.
Oh my god, oh my god.
But you don't give her any time to recover. Your heart pounding with determination, you plunge your blade into her chest. As you find your target again and again, she laughs, crude emotion breaking through her once stony composure as your blade cuts her flesh.
Scared.
We can do this, can't we? You always could. The decision to give you this task was not made lightly. You're here for a reason.
What a time, Vulture, what a time to be here. Hello, don't worry about it.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to toss that blade aside and beg for forgiveness. Shut up.
Real.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know the consequences of your arrogance!
Nervous.
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you off your feet.
Oh.
There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks.
I'm
and
dead.
pain
I
spreading
understand.
through your body. As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into your chest. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor, the ground itself breaking from the impact. You lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon her body in abject horror and disgust.
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
I don't know, bro. I don't know what's
You're
happening now.
monsters and conspirators. I can't bear to watch this.
I'm getting a chapter 3, I
The
think.
princess has been nothing but cruel to you. You should feel liberated by her fall.
I mean,
But I don't feel liberated. I feel empty.
oh, cool.
Aside from the
Okay.
pain, I feel fine. She collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together.
I just got an achievement called God Killer.
I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we?
No.
Don't let those be your final thoughts. You saved the world. That's worth something. I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over. Thank you. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I think that's like the only time the narrator has thanked us. Interesting. Or like genuinely, rather being sarcastic. Oh boy, Mark. Chapter 3, The Fury. Oh, we have not gotten this before. Yes, new ending. I don't know what this is.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that?
Oh, like the first one is just like Voice of the Broken, moaning and sobbing. This is Jonathan Sims just like crying into a microphone. Oh, dude, this music bangs. What? Continued sobbing. Okay, this music is awesome.
I think he's upset.
Nothing.
You
There's
think?
nothing in the fridge.
Gooby.
And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed a god!
Yeah, Stubborn's here. Let's go.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was, and ever will be.
This music is. This one's good. Let's go.
Damn right we did. You'll get over it.
I just killed a god. It's feeling good. You might be able to find the specific sound of Jonathan Sims crying in the files. I don't need to do that. I can just listen to the Magnus archives, and then you pretty much get the same thing. Alright, let's go.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us, and you almost got us killed.
Real.
You're being too generous. He did get us killed.
Kind of, yeah.
Alright, enough chatter. I've got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if you don't mind, I'd like to do it without any more interruptions.
Yeah, okay, man.
Great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a... If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it?
Yeah, I don't know what this is supposed to be.
Well, this is just great. Let me cut to the chase. Clearly, you've already been here.
What a weird conclusion to come to.
Yeah, you think?
Actually, I don't think we have been here.
Eh,
This is all different, isn't it?
a little different. I don't know what... I genuinely have no idea what this is supposed to be.
Yes, precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that. Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here, it means you've seen things you aren't supposed to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know.
I know
This
a lot of
doesn't look like a
things.
path in the woods. If reality seems distorted, it's because reality is distorted.
That's crazy.
So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this.
That's a weird conclusion to come to,
I
Hero.
know all sorts of things, which is why you should listen to me.
Okay, narrator.
That's not really an answer.
It kind of is.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs. So you'd better take things seriously.
I'm taking things so seriously.
Don't worry. We only need this one last go at things.
I don't know. I think we can get to a chapter 4.
You'd better hope that's true. And don't let that inflated ego get in the way of doing your job.
Sure.
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things. Maybe if we just grovel and apologize, things can go back to how they were before.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now, and you're making it so much harder than it has to be, so stop whining.
Real stubborn. Let's go. You said yourself that you know more than you're letting on. If you want me to go to the cabin, you better tell us everything. Feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. If I don't slay her, if I just stay here and do anything else and hit this point of no return, then what happens? No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are all at the cabin. We might as well go. I'm done with this. Bye. You said so yourself. I need to know.
Can't. Anything I say at this point is far more likely to accelerate the unraveling of this place than it is to actually help you do your job.
That's crazy.
In fact, I probably shouldn't have even said that.
Yeah, okay,
I trust
narrator.
that if you've been here before, it means you know how dangerous she is, and that you know I'm not lying to you about her. Really? That's it? That's all we're getting out of you?
I'm still trying to figure out what this is made out of.
He just wants to keep things going the way they are. But we've been given a second chance to do right by her. She can build something better than this. She can build something better than us. We just have to let her do it.
I get it. You're conflicted. You've been through a lot, but I really have to be firm here. I will tell you one thing, which is that even now you are capable of stopping her and saving the world from ruin. You always have been, and you always will be. Do with that what you will.
Okay. Milo, I don't know how to help you with this. If I don't slay her, if I just stay here or do anything else, do we hit the point of no return? Then what happens?
Then what happens? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
Okay, narrator.
But is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there. If there even is a there.
Real.
It doesn't matter because we're going to win.
Anyways, it's a good game. I know! Dude, the music for this part is so good.
Now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see. Don't let yourself be consumed with self-doubt. Don't flirt with oblivion. Just focus on the present and everything will be absolutely fine.
I don't know, flirting with the oblivion sounds kind of fun. No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. Okay, well, let's go.
Good. We're all
Ooh.
on the same page.
Ooh. Oh, did you hear what it sounded like when... Oh!
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her.
I think it's bits of us. Because we're a bird, right?
That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard.
Right, bye. Bye! Bye, Voltra. Have a good night.
That's fine by me. Let's get moving. I'm itching for a rematch.
Yeah, okay, stubborn.
The interior of the
Whoa.
cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
It's our lungs.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat.
Beta Cardenas?
That's horrible. You did this.
Okay.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
This is the worst ending. I hate this ending.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
It's a mirror again, and this time it's blocking the door. You didn't mention the mirror. How are we supposed to get those more? Okay.
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement. Just tell us where the door is. I'd like to get back to fighting, and if you want us to kill her so bad, I'm sure you feel the same. No more messing around. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror. You're either seeing things or you're confused on the definitions of door and mirror. Or you're seeing things. That seems far more likely.
You said you're seeing things twice. So you're either seeing things or you're confused on the definition of door or mirror, or you're seeing things. Okay.
What are
game.
you trying to say exactly?
He thinks we've lost it, that we're succumbing to madness, that something in us has broken.
That's crazy broken.
That's an unnecessarily melodramatic way to describe a hallucination, but sure. I'm not going to waste time arguing with any of you.
I think we take the blade again.
It's in our way. Let's just smash it.
It's not even there.
You take the blade from the pedestal. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. As if you don't see it. You really don't, do you? How strange.
It is a little bit strange.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean? Wipe what clean? Are you still on about that mirror? It's not real. I'd know about it if it were real. No, we can't doubt our eyes like that. It has to be real.
It's not.
Smash it. Smash it to pieces. It's the only thing keeping us from her.
Okay, broken. Jesus.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? We won't be able to see anything if we smash it. Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it. Let's get violent already.
Okay, stubborn. Jesus.
Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter, aside from wasting dangerous amounts of time.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and drag your hand across the door leading to the basement.
Oh. Oh.
As if on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead.
I hate this
Why am I
ending.
not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading down to the basement are at
getting
once
worse.
both narrow and grandiose. A high-vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides.
I hate
You
this.
feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic. The air is thick, its odor an oppressive violence. The metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yeah, okay,
Her
narrator.
voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Uh-oh.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine heart?
Well,
Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and feel my hands set upon your throat.
yeah-oh.
She's so angry with us. Why? Why did you desecrate her? Why couldn't I stop you?
Free will, man. Let's go.
Got to stop thinking about her like that. It isn't doing anyone any good. She's not some untouchable god. She's an abomination. And we're going to put an end to her once and for all.
Real.
Whatever she is now is our fault. If she's an abomination, then what does that make us?
Probably the same.
It doesn't matter what we are. She needs slaying. And we've got the means to do it. So let's get a move on.
Let's go.
If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination. She's always been what she is. It's why you're here, and it's why your task is so important.
Still the best music, though, man.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's
Whoa.
walls are painted in blood, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay, this is like probably one of the coolest like princess designs I've seen. That's so cool.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping,
Balls.
draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Hi, Toturi. How are you doing? The dress is made out of her own skin. That's... Oh. Ooh. Okay.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
No, but I am a little... What the F is this? Actually, though, one of the coolest, like princess designs for sure.
There's not
Oh,
so
shoot.
much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs deeper into her skin. Blood drips from the place where metal meets flesh.
We're really dead, man.
And then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings.
She just pulled off her skin like it was a glove.
She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Oh, good. Okay. Delicious, yeah.
Let
That's one word
her
for it.
End it. It's the punishment you all deserve for what you did to her. It's the punishment I deserve for letting it happen.
Screw that. We can win. We've done it before and we'll do it again, only this time we'll make it out the other side. Hell, she's practically done most of the work for us.
Given up on destroying the world, have we? What happened to you? Wait, we don't have to do this. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry for what I did. Please just listen to me. I'm going to end you. Slay the princess. Slay the princess. Let her end you. Huh. Sure, I'm going to end you.
You'll try. And that's what I've been so excited for. Let's hurt
Let's
each
go.
other.
Your heart free of fear, you charge towards the princess, your eyes locked on each other, both of you prepared to lay down your very essence in one blow.
Let's go.
It's now or never. Let's make it a beautiful blaze of glory. With a horrifying squelch, You are unwound.
What? Oh my god.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
This is the end? Uh-oh, Milo. True to her word, you do not die by her hand, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess. I don't want to look at us.
It's the end for you, but not for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. This is what we all deserve, isn't it?
I don't know if I said it.
Screw that. This can't be the end. It just can't.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They've gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've withered. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You are at the cabin.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Let's try this. It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
If anything, it makes me like you more. No, not really. It all seems so dissonant. I'm so near you. Just wanted to stop. Yes, you're torturing me. I hate you. I think I hate you. I want to see what happens if you're just like, I hate this.
Know that I hold no malice towards you. The pain of your journey will subside in due time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done.
You know that that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. I will regret destroying you if that is what we come to.
I don't want to go back anymore. I just want to stay here forever if I have to.
If you need time, then I will wait with you.
Continue to wait forever. There is no waiting forever. I kind of want to see what happens if you wait forever. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. An unwound vessel. Bring the fury to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
I think that's like a different ending right there.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
Bunny, I think there's only one ending where you can kiss her and we've already done it.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
I'm
They
not
wouldn't have
doing
just
that
left
ending
the key
again.
to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas?
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
I mean, that's true.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
To be fair. Only for Ulterior. I'm not sure about that one, Bunny.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Yeah, okay.
Is someone else here?
No, it's just the narrator, bro.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay, dang.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
All right. Okay, I think this is a new ending for sure because I haven't done
Against
it
your
with.
better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She
Solid.
didn't so much as utter a sound.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
She's probably not.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
All right, let's get out of here, man.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Okay, narrator.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you
Narrator.
out of here alive.
Yeah, we're gonna get here alive. Don't worry. Resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
At least she knows.
I'll make this quick.
Okay.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Hopefully.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
It was. Let's go. New ending. Chapter 2, The Prisoner. Yeah, I knew there was one that I wasn't getting.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of
Let's go.
that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay.
A warning. She will Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Oh my god, Skeptic! I don't think we've had Skeptic before. Did the fake falling thing and it scared me so bad. The fake falling thing?
Did you just say wink out loud?
It's not like we have eyes, bro.
No, I didn't. Wink.
Why did he say wink? I don't know. Wink?
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Okay, so I've decided, like, through this one that, like, we got the prisoner, and we were like, oh, we're trying to save her, so we're not gonna bring the blade this time. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Maybe you'll be back. That's crazy. Okay, enter the basement.
I'm afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Are you sure? What if she, I don't know, turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner.
Yes, I'm sure.
We're not taking it.
Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world.
This music sounds eerily similar to Little Nightmares. Like that song?
Okay. I'm trusting you.
Hey, don't I get to say here what's the big idea?
Normally, yeah, but not about this. Call it a reflex. We take the knife as we go.
What? I don't get a okay.
Wonderful. You do exactly that, sweeping the knife from the table before proceeding to the basement.
Okay, I guess I take the knife.
Don't worry about it. We have a knife, so what? It's not like we have to use it.
No, but we have a knife and she's okay.
No, you don't have to do anything, but you do well to use it regardless. Move it
Apparently I do have to do something because you guys forced me to take the knife.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Dang.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
Yeah.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
Real.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Yeah. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here, leave the princess in the basement, sit with her, slay the princess. No, I want to see if I can, like, save her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Okay, fair enough.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit. Sit closer. No.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions, what do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain on the wall. Who is it for? What would you have me do? I think I'm just going to actually leave here, actually. Throw the knife at her and go put her headshot.
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
What?
So you've already been here.
We said that, narrator.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Okay.
It's complicated things how, exactly?
For real.
Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
That's crazy.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what?
Yeah, that word can't be...
For
Okay.
you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just... good luck.
Okay, man.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
Would it, though?
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Mm-hmm.
That's pathetic.
Rip? Lol?
I never said I wasn't.
What a wet cat of a human being.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Hello, Ella. How are you doing?
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright?
Toturi, you were not here for the tower ending. Ooh boy.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
Yeah, okay.
I won't. Fine. But
I
you
love
won't get another
skeptic.
word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
I'm not daydreaming. The voices in my head are fighting. You were asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Oh, yeah, that's So, how about them camels? I don't know, man. I'm not daydreaming, you are.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
That's not a wife, that's my red sock. Oh boy, oh boy. Trashy, you're in for a treat with this game. Oh boy. I don't know if you've seen any of my other playthroughs of this, but, Stogan map?
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
Does she think she would survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Oh my god, narrator.
Unless she really could survive.
Maybe we should find out.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Nah. How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head is in the shackles too? The other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Now why the F would you want that? I could see her surviving, totally. Honestly, she survived worse.
Maybe it'll fit.
Yikes.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Hey, yo! Yeah. How am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head is in a shackle too?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
That did not answer the question.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
I think she survives.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
I mean, she's Shayna, but would she do? Yeah, the thing is that, like, I'm not scared about her killing me. I want to save her. Like, this is the ending that I want is her being saved. So we're gonna find out if I can.
You should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
I mean, that is the most likely scenario, but that's probably not what's gonna
Though
happen.
if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's
Take
no
your crown and
guarantee
stab
that what's
it.
good for her is good for us.
Uh-huh.
So, what should we do?
You breathed into the mic there.
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Yeah, okay,
Then
same
let
thing.
me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Her neck is in chains.
That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
Yeah, okay, narrator.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
They kinda are, to be fair. Inspect the shackle. What happens after I died? I'm not giving you a weapon. You realize that I have so much reason to trust you, and you have to trust me. I'm not giving you a weapon in case you've forgotten you killed me with it last time. Yeah, but she did it because we were resisting. Okay, hold on. What happened after I died last time? Yeah.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
That's so cool for you. Voices in my head simulator? All I need to do is sit in silence. Dude, and oh my god, some of the endings you get, like, up to, like, 10 voices, and it's just chaos, man. It's just Jonathan Sims.
And now you're back.
Yeah, I am.
Is that really all she knows?
I mean, what else would she know?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Yeah, she doesn't have a funny, funky little narrator telling her everything.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
That's a crazy thought, Skeptic. That's crazy. I have to get pretty close to inspect the shackle, and I don't think she would like that. If you want to leave, I'm going to do the one. Oh, deal with it. Cut her out. I kind of want to inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Yeah, hopefully she doesn't kill me. This is the part where you hit a backflip.
And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
Oh, he meant this shackle. I thought, oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why would she kill you? She seems so nice. She's killed us before, many times.
I don't know. Maybe it will.
Okay, maybe we
He
don't
doesn't
touch
want
it.
us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
This is not the ending I want. I kind of want to give her the knife.
But what if he's telling the truth?
I don't want it to shut...
He isn't. I am.
I mean, I still have a knife, right? We could cut ourselves out if it comes to that.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Uh-oh.
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
Uh-oh.
Yes, it's bad.
Okay.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck.
Uh-oh.
And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
What the F, bro? Why would it do that?
Excuse me?
For real.
Yes?
Yeah?
Are we stuck here now?
Yeah, I guess we die here. Prisoner of the mind, become your own
Yes.
jailer. I guess we're getting a chapter 3, boys. Let's go.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Hilarious, even.
What are we supposed to do now?
Starve to death.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
Me and Skeptic on the same wavelength for real.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
It's not like we can die.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
That's crazy.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
I guess. So we're both stuck here. What should we do? Did you know that this was going to happen to me?
No.
Oh, cool. So we're both stuck here.
Yep.
What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
Where's the trashy lines option? I don't know. Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude. You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
Not that boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes.
Sick.
It passes and passes and passes.
Ooh,
And the basement of the
ooh.
cabin remains much the same.
It's
It is
getting darker.
cold and silent.
It's getting darker.
At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Do you come here often?
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it. How exactly does that work? It just does.
Yeah, okay, narrator.
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
The lines here are getting longer.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Yeah, I'm noticing them. These lines are getting longer. I knew
I
it.
suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first. A bit of weathering here,
I'm
a
so
bit of
good.
erosion there. But then they get larger. And larger.
Oh. Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Okay, dang. I guess we just wait here
Still
and die.
rude. You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
Hello, what are you doing on my phone at 1 right now? Well, for me, it's almost 9, so I don't know. Playing Slay the Princess, except I didn't slay her at 9, which we did kill her. I don't know, this ending is actually kind of interesting. We've had some very interesting endings.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
Skeptic is so real for that. Rather Gribnik unkind. What are you saying?
She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't.
Neither of us have gone to the bathroom. Dang.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass.
This is like that one Stanley Parable ending.
Until suddenly, there are no walls.
Oh.
Then,
Oh, and the narrator's gone.
and
Oh, goodbye, narrator.
I think he's gone.
He is gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
That's crazy, dude. But
So
you feel
this
cold,
is
don't
the
you?
outside world.
Yeah.
It's cold.
Yeah. Goodbye. But you do not get the chance to respawn. Nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
She could have done that this whole time. Oh, she didn't do that. She got taken. It's okay, just trust me. Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. No, that can't be right. There has to be something more.
There isn't. You approach the mirror. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. You're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to see what it means for us to know it.
You British person. Oh, okay, you're talking about Mark. I was like,
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
oh.
I will be here, waiting for you.
Thank you for the work. Everything goes dark, and you die. A guarded vessel. Bring the prisoner to her. Hell, imagine
You're on a
dying. You
path
die a lot in
the
this game.
woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Okay, what should our last ending
And in
be?
the basement of that cabin
What
is
haven't
a
I done?
princess.
Slay her? I mean, we can most certainly try. You want to see what happens when we try to slay her? Okay,
You're
here we
here.
go. Alright, you ready? You ready for this? Slay the princess.
Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Mark, how'd you do in the spelling bee?
We can still turn this around.
Can we now? Okay, flee and lock her in the basement. Yeah, that's crazy. That's what happens. So I can finish the job, or I can flee and lock her in the basement. What do you want? Come on, Trashy. Slay? Alright, finish the job.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here, either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
You die. Okay. I've already done the adversary where you actually get to the end of the adversary, so I kind of want to see
You're
what
on
happens
a
if you
path
don't.
in the woods. You're here.
So we're gonna proceed to the cabin.
A
I just
warning
want to find out I'm
before
better.
you go any further.
So the thing is that in the adversary there is basically an ending where you just simply don't die, but I've already done it. You are definitely stubborn in this. Wait.
She will lie, she will cheat, and lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all. Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
That's you, Trashy.
Are you sure about that? The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice. The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Okay, we're gonna try to get her out of the cabin. I think.
Crystal. Let's just get on with it already.
Crystal. Yeah, okay, Jonathan Sims. Let's cut her out.
The
She's...
cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
She's not gonna really give us the choice, I don't think,
The
but we can
blade
try.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
So I think I've done the ending where we fight all the way through. So I actually think that we're going to not take the blade.
No knife this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably more fair to her anyway. Wouldn't want to feel like we cheated our way to a win. As long as you can still get the
Fisticuffs.
job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your mind.
Interesting. Interesting. Foreshadowing, I think.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Oh,
This
boy.
isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Yo.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
Yeah, okay, stubborn.
As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the
Behave
form of the
yourselves.
princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Trashy, this was your choice. I will behave. Your choices made her this way.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. But no little knife this time, huh? Ugh, I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
You look different. Yeah.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
That's so cool. I'm so glad I know what I look like.
Right, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will.
Oh, our choices carry over?
What? You've already met the princess has already met you. And the two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing? Maybe. You did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while. Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. But enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously.
He thinks we're a colleague?
You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
That's crazy. People should not fear the princess, they should fear me because this princess is a game, but I can assure you that I am very, very real and approaching.
Are you okay?
I don't think the narrator's okay.
Of course I'm not okay! As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Of course I'm not okay. Okay, Jonathan Sims. Just because it bothers you, I'm going to take this even less seriously. You don't even deserve the aftermath empathy. Lie. No, I don't know what you're talking about. I've never died. Do you know I'm alive right now? Don't worry, I'm going to get the job. Don't worry, pretty much everything you said is true.
I know. You and the princess have been talking about it. You don't have to be so snarky.
He does, though. It's illegal for Jonathan Sims not to be. So you don't ruin me. Actually, I am here to chat. I'm actually here to free you.
Free her? You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I demand you fear me? Yeah, okay, buddy. You don't want to be free? If you don't want to be free, then what do you want? Me? Anyone? Why wouldn't you want to be free?
Are you sure we want to look a gift horse in the mouth right now? If she doesn't want to leave, doesn't this whole situation just work out for everyone?
Not really, man.
There's nothing out there for me. The only thing I care about is right here. All I want is to keep knowing what it feels like to kill you and be killed by you.
Oh dear. What if I just leave the basement?
I want to feel that knife split me open. I want to feel your bones snap beneath my fists.
Why is she like this? Behave. Trying so hard not to say things. Trashy, just know that these are your choices.
I think I'll just let the princess speak for herself here. Leaving her in the basement isn't an answer. You have to make a choice.
What if I just leave, though?
And there's only one choice worth making. Fight her.
I
Win.
mean... Oh, God. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do. Don't worry. I'm always up for a good fight. In fact, nope. Attack her on arm. The blade's back. Blade's upstairs. I'll be right back. I don't know what happened to you. It's the last time I'm not fighting a giant demon lady. Bye. Yes, we're gonna leave. Because we've already fought her one time. I don't think I can kiss her. We're gonna leave.
This path is already worn by travel and has been seen by one of my many eyes. You cannot walk it again. Change your course.
What the F? Okay, then why were you letting me choose it? The blade's upstairs. I'll be right back. Go upstairs and retrieve the blade.
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, and I'll be leaving.
You make your way back up the stairs to the cabin above. The princess, surprisingly true to her word, lets you leave.
No, the thing is, Trashy, is usually if it's a path I've already done, it genuinely won't let me choose it. Like, it'll be grayed out. Which is why I'm, like, interested as to what that path was.
The blade remains where you left it, on the wrought iron altar.
What if I don't pick it up?
Great. Now pick it up and march back down there. I'm tired of us constantly moving in circles instead of fighting her like we're supposed to.
No. You don't know, you could just stay here, who knows if we have to die. Yeah.
Me? I say that.
Okay, stubborn,
Staying
dang.
up here doesn't solve anything. All it does is kick the can down the road. If you don't deal with her now, she will find a way out. Those doors are made of stone and she's still in chains. She's strong, yeah, but is she break her chains and smash through stone strong?
Maybe.
Wouldn't it be exciting if she was?
Oh my god, dude. All of the voices are like this.
Here's another idea. What if we just leave?
The hero is so base for that. What if we just leave?
Absolutely not. If you leave, she'll leave, and that'll be the end of everything as we know it.
Okay. Take the blade
You
from
take the
altar.
blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon, as I'm sure you're all too aware by now. Blade in hand, you make your way back down the basement stairs. You find the princess waiting for you, just where you left her. See? I knew we could trust her. I told you we could trust her.
Oh boy, guys.
Glad to see you finally stopped having cold feet. I could barely wait. My skin is practically crawling with anticipation.
Oh, good.
Fight me. Now.
Breeze. Okay, I guess we're attacking.
Finally ready to complete your destined task, you launch off the wet stone floor of the basement and catapult yourself headlong towards the princess. Here we go. Let's make this count. Oh, we'll make it count all right. As you bridge the gap, your blade slashes across the princess's chest, splitting skin and drawing a jagged line of bright red blood. But she's unfazed by your onslaught. Her expression barely changes as her fist collides with your ribs, cracking them like twigs and driving you right back down to the basement floor. You can hear her chains snap as you struggle to recover from the impact. She almost looks disappointed in us. Why is she disappointed in us?
Oh, you don't actually get it, do you? That knife may be sharp, but you clearly don't want to kill me.
Yeah.
It's not fun if you hesitate. It's not fun if you try to trick me and make me bleed out. It's only fun if you go straight for the heart. You need to put everything you have into seeing me dead. Or what's the point? So don't be afraid. Don't hesitate. Kill me.
I've already done this ending, so I'm really sorry, guys, that I'm not doing the ending where we just kill her over and over and over again, because that is one of the endings, because I've already done it. So I'm gonna
Don't let her get
do a
in your
different
head.
one.
Reincarnation or not, this world needs you to win.
I'm not
She's
going
huge,
to.
but that probably means she's slower than us. Take it slow, think it through, and don't panic. Bleeding her out is our best course of action.
We're gonna follow the hero on this one instead of stubborn.
Don't listen to them. She understands something that they don't. The only way to win, the only way out of this is through her.
Bait an opening out, move her, strike at her hard head on.
You push yourself off the ground and attack the princess, trying to bait an opening.
Oh boy.
You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last.
It's kind of gross, right?
This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her. She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
I don't know, man. If we're better about it, we can actually do it, but
Did
who
you
knows?
think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Okay, well, rip us.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around your head, fingers gripping your skull.
I personally wouldn't die. Gulp.
How disappointing.
Hi, Cherry. Oh boy, guys, I think her skull is about to get crushed.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull, and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I mean, I guess we're getting a chapter 3! The Eye of the Needle.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there.
This is Trashy directly talking to me in the game.
Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We
Oh God, the
died
hunted
because
is here.
you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner?
I've already done this ending!
No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive.
I am Mr. Stubborn. I'm definitely either paranoid or contrarian. Both of those are so funny.
Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
Oh my god, we're gonna be chased through the woods.
Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good
Let's
to know
go.
that at least one of you is still capable of reason.
Let's go.
We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you.
Ooh, Hunted is based.
Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that.
Nah.
There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
No, I'm following Hunted. Let's
Are
go.
we? I haven't signed off on anything yet. Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin.
Nah,
It's
she's
like
gonna
I
leave the
said,
cabin.
all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me.
Let's go. We haven't talked enough about how different this place is. I wouldn't even call these woods. It's like her influence has powered over the world. What if I don't agree with the plan? What if I rather do something else? Yeah, what if I would rather do something else?
You're the chooser. The best we can do is advise. But we can help if you let us.
I'm the chooser.
These are just powerless thoughts and opinions. You don't need to let them drag you and the world to ruin.
To be fair, though, I really only have these. What is happening? What is happening in chat right now?
It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too? Not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
Okay. No matter what happens next, it seems all of our answers are in the cabin. We might as well go see this through.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up the hill at the cabin. I hope you've given serious thought to your predicament.
We do have a predicament.
No last advice for us? No words of warning? From what I gather, you've heard it all before. There's no use screaming into the wind. I don't know, screaming sounds pretty good right about now. I could use a little catharsis.
That's so base, Hero.
Catharsis is for when we're finished. For now, we need to hold it out in front of us, something to chase.
Okay, proceed to cabin.
The interior of the cabin is suffocatingly tight, more of a glorified tunnel than a building. Its stone walls squeeze against your sides, leaving you no choice but to press forward. The only furniture of note is an iron altar jutting out from the wall, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right.
Okay.
See, we have even less space than before. We need space or she'll kill us. And the only space is out there. Take it!
There's no way forward. There's a mirror at the end of the hall. Take the blade.
A mirror? But there is no mirror. There's the iron altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. But there isn't a door. There is. Circles, circles, all of it circles. There's something for us at the end of the room. The what and the why don't matter until we know them. I agree with the freak. Let's get a move on already. And worst comes to worst, we can smash it.
Okay, I mean, let's take the blade. Let's just... like, I mean, we're gonna run, but let's take the blade anyway.
Take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. There's no overcoming her without it. We need every part of us to survive, and that steel claw is as much a part of us as any.
Sure.
You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it, as if you don't see it. You're rather committed to the bit, aren't you? The door's right there. It's
always
right in
committed
front
to
of
the
you.
bit.
It's a bit grimy. Why don't we wipe it clean?
I could smash it. I've never smashed it before.
You bring your fist crashing down against the door leading to the basement. It swings open, scraping against the floor as it reveals the dim path ahead.
Well, that didn't do F all.
Before you is what may as well be a sheer cliff face.
Ooh.
There are enough footholds that you'll be able to clamber your way to the bottom, but it will require careful effort.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting out and being chased in the woods.
The air hissing up from below is warm and wet, like the breath of an enemy locked in close quarters. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice, bold and fierce and impatient, echoes from the chamber below.
Do you have more fight in you than last time? That was such a disappointing show. I know you can do better than that.
Goad her. Rile her up. If she's angry, she'll make mistakes.
This is true. Let's go. If you want to fight, then how about you come and get one? I know you can get out of there on your own. Are you sure you still want to fight?
But that wouldn't be fun. I don't want to be a monster chasing you down. I want to face you head on. I want an equal. It's so much better that way.
Okay.
We need to get closer. She needs to see us to give chase.
Okay, okay.
You've nowhere to go but down. You start the difficult journey, gripping the stone, lowering yourself foot by grueling foot. But soon, there is solid ground beneath you.
Okay.
Remember, every crack and crevice will need to be faster than her.
Yeah. We're not getting out of here.
You turn to face what lies at the end of the narrow tunnel. The princess, imposing and tightly muscled, grins back at you from the darkness. Her face widens into a broad grin.
There you are, knife in hand. How thrilling! Attack me, bleed me, twist the blade in my flesh, break your bones against my body. I want a real challenge this time.
What? Okay.
We can't get that close. She'll kill us in the tight space, steel claw or not. Make her come to us, stand beyond her chains, and let her become frenzied. She'll break them. Then we run. I really don't like the sound of this.
Scared.
It's the only way we live.
Well, what are you waiting for? If we're gonna do this right, you can't be scared. You need to want this as much as I do. So go on. Make the first move. Don't keep me waiting.
Yeah, so we're gonna follow the Hunted's advice, and we are going to run, so, let's talk a bit first. No. Not down here. If you want me, you'll have to come get me. If you want a really good fight, if you really want to see me, we need to go somewhere with more space. Why don't you want to be free? I'm not fighting you. Step closer, stopping outside her chains. Not down here. If you want me, you'll have to come and get me.
The princess scoffs.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're up to something tricky, aren't you?
Oh boy.
You're teasing me with what I want, but I'm sick of waiting.
Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna run now.
I'm not going to let you give me another bad fight. I'm going to get what I want.
Okay.
Bloody desire in her eyes, the princess rushes forward, ignoring her chains as they bend and snap. Run.
Yeah, we're running! We're running! We're running! Goodbye! Goodbye!
Without hesitation, you turn back the way you came and scramble up the ledge towards the tunnel entrance. As you near the top, hands desperately clawing at jagged stone, you glance back. The princess is right on your heels. She doesn't bother to scale the wall as you do, instead digging deep into the rock of the cliff face with her fingertips in her rabid pursuit.
Good God.
Anywhere you go, I will follow.
scared, nervous.
Good.
Hunted, not you too!
You reach the ledge and hoist yourself up into the tunnel, the cabin door finally in sight, at once within your grasp and infinitely distant.
Oh god, Mark.
What is all of this for? What's the point? You and I are always going to end in violence, so why bother to run? I know what I am. Why can't you be the same? Little bird, where do you think you're going?
Fear, fear, fear. That door is gonna close on us.
We're almost there. Don't think about almost. We're there when we're there. And we'll take the fight with us. Your skin hums tight with adrenaline as you burst through the cabin door and roll onto the grass.
We made it out of the cabin? Oh my
You glance
god.
back at the cabin as the princess, singular in her desire to destroy you, explodes through the doorway. You are walking a dangerous path. If you waver once, it's all over. So get it right.
Oh.
There's nothing left to slow me down. Do you think this is better for you? Do you think this space gives you an edge? Then show me! Show me that you've been worth all the room you've taken up in my head!
Do it!
We're dead.
Be swift, strike true, be where she's not. Let your body move you.
Okay, here we go, boys. Are you sure you want to do this? You're free now. You've fallen right into my trap. Why would you say that? We're not saying that. We're gonna just say slay the princess. Let's go.
You leap from the grass and bound towards the princess, keeping low.
Oh boy.
Charging me head on? Brave and foolish.
Her body braces for impact, anticipating the clash. That's where you're both wrong. Left, now. As the princess strikes, your body
Ooh.
swerves to the left. She overextends, stumbling as her balance shifts unexpectedly. Strike. Before you can finish the thought, you lash out, the blade slicing through her leg.
Ooh,
She turns to swing
let's go,
again.
Hunted.
Right. You move out of the way, but this time it's not quite as clean. You can feel a bruise already blooming where her elbow crashed into flesh. It's nothing. A scratch. Yes, it could be worse. And you managed to gift her another cut in return. I'll be damned.
Yeah, narrator, let's
We're actually
go.
gonna pull this off, aren't we?
Oh, don't say that yet.
You just might. But don't let it get to your head. Not until it's over.
Yes, finally! This is the hole I felt in my heart. This is what I've needed. This is what I've been missing. This is how it always needed to end. Both of us giving it our all, beating and bleeding each other to death.
Oh boy, alright, here we go.
The two of you engage in a devastating flurry of blows, each of you wounding the other again and again. She's stronger, but you're faster, and the deeper the both of you fall into your lethal dance, the more your edge shines over hers. She's slowing down, blood pouring from wounds, splattering at her
This is
feet,
a love story.
leaving her weak and unsteady. More! Keep going! We can't stop now! You spy an opening, but this time she's waiting for you. She lets you sink the blade deep, trapping you in place long enough to wrap you in her impenetrable arms. You're slammed to the ground.
Oh, that's gonna be us.
Nothing. These blows are nothing to us.
I did not spy an opening. Okay, boss. She gave me a hug. We're dead!
But her gambit wasn't enough to close the gap.
We're not
It wasn't enough to kill you. She stares you down, coughing up a splash of blood as she gasps for breath.
We didn't die. Oh, she's gonna leave now.
You've outplayed me, haven't you? Something feels wrong. Something.
And?
Oh, there she goes. A wide open field. Lure an enemy to advantageous terrain and win. Ah! But you do not have the chance to respawn, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. That thing reeks of death.
It does.
Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
The princess is gone. The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in the shadow just beyond the reflection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Okay, narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splintering the image and the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Woo! I've met you many times. Have you been the same all along?
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon, and then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
That's narrator? Here. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
A lot. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking questions?
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
The narrator is an echo. He's not actually alive anymore. And what is my true identity?
You're the Long Quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
So, yeah, we were created a god to kill the princess. The princess is change, which is death. And we are a thing that's supposed to kill the, manifestation of death so that no one will ever die again. And that's why he wanted us to slay the princess. I don't want to be a god, I want to be me.
You are you. And if you would let everything work the way it was supposed to, you never would have woken up to the reality of your true nature. There's no accounting for free will.
But he gave his god free will. Are you a god? Or were you a god? That's a good question.
No. In life, I was painfully mortal. A witness to the end of days. I held the fear of death in my heart and saw oblivion threaten the very memory of everything I knew and everyone I loved. I needed to do something. So I made you. And I made her. And I made this place to hold you both.
So the thing with the princess is that whatever we think she is, she becomes. So if we think she is completely harmless, she's completely harmless. If we think that she can kill us, she will kill us. Yeah. What is a princess did you make her to?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Yeah, so he had to die to make her because she, he perceives her as death. So he had to die.
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
If I destroy her, won't I be alone?
Yes, you will. But it will all be worth it.
How did you die?
I killed myself. It had to be done, really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her.
Oh, interesting. You made us out of what?
The cycle of life and death. The endless pattern of creation and destruction. I tore it in two and shaped the fraying threads into you and her.
That's simply not an answer. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. He knows when I'm lying. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think you're out of time.
So I am. And so it was always going to be. I'm just an echo. And every echo fades away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragments of glass shatter, you see yourself with newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Oh, you guys are gonna love this. Tunneling vessel. Bring the eye of the needle to her. Ooh. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. You guys ready for this? You're gonna love this. Yeah,
I can
bunny.
finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
Do you know about the Echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I think I'm gonna slay her. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting.
Actually, I know what we're
It's
gonna
woven
do.
into your nature, isn't it? When the Echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
There's so many stories we left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all of this? I've already done all these. I told you what was going to happen when we reach this point. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. Slay the princess. I told you what was going to happen when we reach this point.
I know, and I've been waiting for you to see it through. Violence has always been our language, hasn't it? If this is what it takes to save you, then so be it.
Alright, here we go, boys. This was the first person that we got.
Brutality splashes you against the walls, but with stubborn defiance you rise again. And with the dance of our conflict, I was brought somewhere new. Without you, my world would have been so small. Do you remember the moment of your triumph? Do you remember the feeling of your blade finally cutting me down? My defeat was a gift. Without obstacles to overcome, we stagnate into nothing.
Stagnation is so bad, can meaning not exist in the absence of cruelty and pain? I fought to protect others, not to better myself. I won't engage with violence. But I thought to protect others, not to better myself.
And yet you changed regardless.
your perspective widened. To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things. Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence?
They'll get over it. They'll see permanence as a gift in time. That would be torture. I won't engage with this. I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I'll leave with you. I don't know how. Stop the fight early and surrender. They'll get over it. They'll see see permanence as a gift in time. That'd be torture.
It would. Our purpose is to be and to experience, and their purpose is the same.
Is actually I know!
To be permanent is to cease. To be paused is to be trapped.
Genuinely, like, I am so excited about this game existing. It is so well made. It has an incredibly interesting story, and there's so much to do. Like, they did such a good job. Like, I think I've finished the game, like, 3 times, but there's also, like, endings where you don't actually get to this point. Oh, here she is.
What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with? A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
William Afton, This one was definitely a really interesting one, where, like, her dress is made out of skin, and it was, I'm not my body, but I feel my body suffer. I'm not my body, but perhaps others are theirs. I don't fear death, not anymore. What am I if I am not a body?
You are you.
Yeah, okay. That's a non-answer. Yeah, I know, like, literally the flesh.
Your back and a trick behind mine. We dance, revolving and revolving around each other, but forever stuck in place. We both move, and yet we both don't. For each of us watches the other instead of ourselves.
Yeah, we broke our back one time.
But forever is not forever. I move and you react, and both of us break the other. But broken is only a moment in time. To change
That's the
is
one
to
you can
hold
kiss.
The potential to rise above. Would you limit yourself to what you are now? Or would you like to see what you might become tomorrow?
If there is no endings, if there are no limits, if there are no limits, then there is no difference between growth and decay. If I have already come so far, what more is there left for me to see? With time, we could have gone better. I want a game of violence. If there are no endings, yeah, let's go with this one.
Meaning lies in experience, and experience lies in contrast. Abandoning one's search is not the same as losing the capacity to discover. I am contrast itself. To reject me is to reject the shape of everything. Do not use words to reduce that which your eyes know to be irreducible.
Yeah, okay. As the clash between you abates, you begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. You cannot remove something without removing the relations which define it. To destroy what you perceive as evil is to damn everything you perceive as good. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
So I've done an ending where I go with her, and I've done an ending where I kill her, but there is a third ending that I had the choice for and I didn't do, and I kind of want to do it now. let's say I believe the things you believe in when we get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready to leave, but how? I have to fight for a better world. I'm sorry. If you are cruel to yourself, and I cannot let you exist. I don't know what the answer is, but there has to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you're dismissing mine. If you think you can change them, you must be able to change you. Yeah, let's do this one.
There is no something else. This, what we are, is everything.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
The voices are back. Let's go! You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
After all the times you told me that mirror was going to kill me, I'm genuinely surprised you missed me. But we don't have to get into all that.
I literally told you that once.
That's what matters. She's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Then let's go.
Alright. Oh. 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 Oh.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it?
Beget strange endings. Or strange beginnings. Oh! Oh, weird! Okay, so it will take you to the first cabin that you see, like the first inside of a cabin that you see, but because the first ending that we did was the stranger ending, this is the first cabin that we saw. Oh, that's super weird. Uh-oh.
Do you need me to describe things?
Yeah, let's do it.
That'd be nice. A little comfort in an almost unfamiliar place.
Oh my god, Contrarian is back. Oh my god. My wonderful, wonderful boy. Let's go.
Oh, you made it here too?
Oh, I love Contrarian.
We never really got to talk to her, did we? This one, I mean.
It's true.
No hard feelings about taunting us with our deaths, by the way. I thought it was funny. Not sure about the others, though.
I love Contrarian.
They're not happy.
Okay, well.
Oh, they'll get over it.
Real. I'd like the description if you don't mind, for old time's sake. Is it just the three of us? Did anyone else make it to the cabin? Is the narrator really gone? Take the blade, enter the basement.
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
And I've been here since you left me here. No hard feelings, I'm just glad you're back to see this through.
That's crazy, Contrarian. This is a weird ending. Is the narrator really gone?
Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood. Pretty sure he got obliterated. Really goes to show how much you've grown up. Killing somebody across every iteration of reality just by existing. I don't even know what I would do if I were in the driver's seat with that kind of power.
I love Contrarian so much. Good riddance. If you offer so Sans, I don't actually know how to feel about him being gone. It's funny, after everything he put us through, I'm kind of sad to see him go.
Me too. He was a lot of fun. Really easy to mess with.
That's so true in base, Contrarian. Real. Wonder what we would do in that position.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
The author still sends, can you describe the cabin to us for all time's sake?
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's not really a cabin, is it? It's that terrifying blend of everything. Only it doesn't feel so terrifying anymore. It's still shaped like a cabin, it's just different in places. There's still walls, a door to the basement, a table, that knife. Windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really included the windows in his cabin descriptions, did he?
He didn't.
He mentioned the windows when we broke them.
True! We did break them.
No mirror this time, either. I think it did whatever it needed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
No, we won't need it.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far.
Yep.
If that's what you think is best, then that's what you think is best. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yup. Aren't we all? Let's go.
Those winding stairs again. But now there's only one way forward. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
This is going to be a really weird ending, because the one you get before, you just get the normal cabin.
Yeah, it was a real mess. Stopped being fun pretty quick.
It's okay. You can come down. The stairs won't bite. Not this time.
Okay.
We don't know what you want from us, but let's talk. All of us. Maybe we can help you find your way.
Okay.
She doesn't sound messy anymore, though. At least somebody here feels put together.
Distortion ending Pog? Yeah, I know, right? Continue down the stairs.
And forward we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
I was scared that was an iterator for a second. That was terrifying.
That was easy compared to last time. Just stairs. No weird fuzzy stuff or nonsense trying to pull us apart.
Oh, I like the stranger.
Yeah, that wasn't so bad.
So you didn't bring the knife. After all the lives we've lived together, and all the lives we haven't, you somehow found a way to move outside of the script.
She's unchained? Yeah. Yeah.
Are we missing a page?
Sit with them. I never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you, at least. I'm sorry for what I did. I don't want to be a god. Are you the same as you are out there? What if we just leave? I think the only thing left for us to do is leave. I don't want to be a god.
Hard agree. Seems overrated. Too much pressure.
Okay, contrarian.
But that's what you've always been. Even now. You can't put aside such an important part of who you are. And neither can we. So, you might as well embrace it.
I'm very excited as well. I never got the chance to talk to you before you were taken away. Not you, at least. I'm sorry for what I did to you.
It's okay. No hard feelings. In a way, you helped us become a version of her. But we weren't very good at it. I don't think a conversation with us then would have been very insightful. That's probably why we were taken away. That's all we had to offer you. It was time to change again.
After all we did, she's just forgiving us. Just like that. You know, that means a lot.
It kind of does. Are you the same as you are out there?
Yes, we think. We're kind of like a shadow. Out there, every part of us is blended together into one huge idea. A big wave of unyielding change crashing against the world. But in here, we're fractured. Small. Still a little more separate than we'd like to be. Our instincts still trying to pull us in different directions.
That's kind of like us, isn't it?
It kind of is, actually. Bababushka, hello, Chimpy.
Yeah. We really are the same.
Huh. What if we just leave? I think the only thing left for us to do is leave. What if we just leave?
He'd hate that. So you should do it. Even if he isn't here anymore. It's
He
the spirit
would
of the
hate
thing.
that.
Leave? But what would happen if we left with you? Would we exist inside ourselves? Are you sure you want to find out if that's possible, or what that would mean for you? Is that what you want?
Take their hand in yours. I've always wanted to leave with you, but I didn't like being a god. I wanted to walk through the cabin door. Just as we are, just you and me. Not knowing is exactly why I want it. We know everything out there, but we don't know this. I want this. It doesn't matter what it means. What matters is that we're leaving together. That's all I want. The not knowing is exactly why I want. We know everything out there, but we don't know what this is. I want this.
After so many iterations, so many different versions of us clashing and coming together and clashing again, leaving with you feels like all we ever really wanted.
I think I'm going to stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you.
No, voice of the hero, don't leave.
Yeah, I think we've done our job.
I'm gonna cry. Are you two going to be okay alone? Thanks for everything. Are you sure you don't want to come?
Yeah, it wouldn't feel right. But I'll be okay. We'll be okay. See? I'm not even alone. If he's here with me, I'm sure we can find the others too.
Oh. Leave with the princess. You lead and the princess follows, and together you leave the basement behind for the last time. It's quiet as you ascend, a comfortable silence filling a space that used to be flooded with violence and words and noisy thoughts. But there is an energy in the silence, an electricity, the anticipation of the unknown. At the top of the stairs, the princess stalls, eyes fixed on the cabin door. You can see attention seize them. They're unsure of themselves for the first time in their long and short existence. They have no part to play anymore, and they know this, yet they still are. And then they cross the room to the door outside. You follow their confident steps.
We can feel the threads of all the stories we've told together, all pulling us back down the stairs and into those chains where we know the outcome of everything that could ever come to pass. It's comfortable there, but it's confining. We want more. We want whatever might be on the other side of this door.
So much.
Something new that we'll experience together, with someone who exists outside of us. With someone who can see us in a way we can never see ourselves.
Who's gonna open it? Are you ready? Neither of us know what it's gonna be like out there. Open the door. Okay, I'll tell her I love her.
And we love you too.
Oh my god. And what happens next? Whatever it is, you'll face it together. That's the achievement I just got. Oh my god, what? Out of all the endings I've gotten, that one was, like, definitely the best. Oh my god. I love that one. Oh my god.